Guys, welcome back to the University of Smooth. I am your host, Nixon the Dark, the internet's leading expert on attractive behavior, broadcasting to you from the middle of the Midwest and deep in the trenches of rejection. Yes, a very special segment. You know the scenario, you've been there multiple times, especially if you're working hard to build your own value. You're trying to get somewhere with a girl, you maybe asked for a date, you tried to get her to commit to doing something and you got a response like, I'm busy, or you got ghosted out, or delay, strange excuse, something that doesn't quite add up, and you throw your arms up in frustration and you say, why couldn't she just tell me that she's not interested? A majority of women will avoid telling a man point blank that they're not interested in him. There are a handful of reasons for this. First, and perhaps your best case scenario as a man who's starting to build value, she wants to keep her options open. You are an option, you are not the first option, and if she's not telling you one way or another, part of what's happening is she's weighing better options. It's not ideal, it's not great, you would rather be her first option, but at least you're not on the cutting room floor. You can work with this. This is also one reason why you should not, if your goal is to get somewhere with her, press too hard for a specific date, a specific engagement, a specific encounter at the outset. It forces her to make a decision that she's not yet ready to make, especially if you're on the losing end. Just play it cool. See how it goes. Play it by ear. Things change. Second reason, related to the first, once she tells you she's not interested, she has now vocalized it. She may see a lot of other good qualities in you, but you have not passed that basic protector algorithm where she is fully attracted to you. A lot of times women are reluctantly unattracted to a man because she likes so many of his other qualities. It's not ideal, but once you force her hand, if that's the case, and she has to put it in writing in a text or say it to you, it makes it real, and now she's holding that bloody dagger of rejection. If you've ever been in a position to reject a woman, you also know it doesn't feel that great to have to be the one to hold that weapon. Third reason, she fears your anger. Yes, women find men arousing when they have the capacity for violence. It's perhaps the most arousing thing for a woman. But if she's not quite attracted to you, in part she distrusts your anger. And the last place she wants to be is anywhere near you when you explode in anger. Ask any woman who has dated online for an appreciable length of time, and she can show you a lot of texts that she's received from butthurt, resentful men threatening all manner of harm just because she rejected them. That's not an enjoyable experience for a woman. Finally, women also care about their reputations and guard them vigilantly. On social media, women may dunk on men with arrogance and not a second thought. We don't focus on that here. We focus on making you a more attractive and desirable man. In real life, in your wider social circle, when you are dealing with a woman where you guys have mutual acquaintances, mutual ties, she may not like the possibility that other people see her as unsavory for arrogantly telling all these men around her that they're not good enough for her. She's young, that's one thing, and yeah, there's a few women who may be a little crazy and they don't mind it, but in most instances, if a woman doesn't hesitate to respond with this level of arrogance, it may be something on your side where you have a reputation that you may want to look at. It doesn't mean it's the end of the world or that it's automatically something horrible that you're doing, but at least have some self-awareness to examine whether you have cultivated the wrong reputation amongst women in your wider social circle. Dealing with this type of rejection, this inability to get a straight answer from a woman has less to do with her than it has to do with you admitting to yourself that she's not interested. If you are trying to make things happen with women, you're going to get rejected. If you get that experience, you know what it's going to look like when women are not interested. But if you build value, if you focus on your social skills, and get better on every possible dimension that you can to be a more attractive man, you will develop interest from women. At the start, it may not necessarily be the women that you want interest from, but you will see more and more what interest looks like. And you will recognize that this will she or won't she that you're torturing yourself with over one particular woman is an afterthought when you have other women interested in you. It's a long process. You have to build your value, and just as critically, you have to market your value. You have to get your value out there into whatever community you thrive in so that they know you're valuable. Lastly, if a woman tells you point blank that she is not interested, yes, she may be saving you time. It still hurts. I've always had this theory about dating that however a woman rejects a man, it's always wrong. If a woman ghosts you out, you're saying to yourself, I wish she would tell me to my face. If a woman tells you to your face, you'd be thinking, you know, she didn't really have to do that. If she had just not responded to any of my texts, I would have gotten the message. It's always going to hurt no matter which way it happens. Focus on your own value and focus on generating interest from women and other people in general, and this will become less of an issue because you'll be focused on those who show interest. Thanks for listening. Like, subscribe, and follow You Have Smooth for more content.